Welcome to Dynamo Dynamics, winning goals to digital dominance. I'm your host, Danny Perry, and with me as always is my guy, Kai Peterson, and we are here today to talk football, our love for the global game, and our love for technology. Kai, we've had a lot going on, but I feel like I'm dealing with a loss right now. I'm missing the Dynamo's participation within the playoffs, and people deal with loss differently, right?
Yeah.
You go through these stages, and right now I'm still in kind of the anger phase at Seattle, but maybe it's just me. How are you feeling?
I'm kind of in denial.
You're still in the denial phase.
Yeah, I'm still in the denial phase. I want to watch him play, but
I do too.
It's hard. It's really hard not to see us move on in the tournament. I mean, or in the playoff, but it's weird. It's a weird feeling because we got so invested and we became fans, like true fans. So
indeed. I know you're supposed to be gracious and to move forward and to enjoy the rest of the event as it's going on, but I found it kind of difficult to watch the other matches. And some big things happened, though.
Yeah.
I mean,
we saw a big upset. I think the biggest upset of the year with Inter Miami going down.
Yes.
We did not see that coming.
No, actually, I know for sure. I think I stated specifically that I felt the league really would love to see Inter Miami go all the way, or at least go to the final. However, Atlanta had other thoughts on that, right?
Hey, they're the Cinderella. They're the 9 seed in the play-in game, and then they beat the 1 seed. They have the momentum going for them, so I wouldn't be surprised if they win this next game too.
That's a big story in and of itself, but do you think it's really playing as big of a story as it actually is? They were on the edge of getting to into the playoffs period, had to win a play-in game, then had to beat the best team by far, the most points scored in a league season in maybe forever. I think it was forever, and they did it.
Yeah, I think just historically, Atlanta's been the past 5 years that I've really kept up with MLS. They've always been a top team, and so it is weird to see them almost get knocked out or not even make the playoff. So it seems, in a sense, it doesn't seem as big of an upset, but I mean, standings wise,
in the context of this season,
in the context of this season, yes,
yeah, definitely,
that's huge. I mean, with Miami's team this year, they're crazy. Yeah. They score and they win.
Yeah.
They know how to win.
Well,
so.
Except for game 3 of a 3-game series, game 2 as well. Never mind. Well, sorry, Inter Miami fans, welcome to our world. Feel the pain.
But we got a lot of good matches upcoming. We have a New York derby coming up, and that's another interesting one. It's 6 versus 7, so 2 upsets in theirs.
So you have a 6, 7, and actually 9th seed if you really want to look at it.
On that eastern side of the bracket. So.
Wow! So you have the New York derby coming up, and
it's the underdogs. It's a year of the underdog, I guess.
I'm all for it.
Yeah, I am too.
Well, what's it looking like on the other side, though?
Well, we got a LAFC going up against Seattle. So who do you got?
I'm gonna go with. I think I'll go with LAFC.
Yeah, I think that could happen, but Seattle still is a dominant team, and
yeah, Seattle's tough. There's no doubt about it.
Just well-rounded,
exactly.
So.
But LAFC has been there all season long.
Yeah.
They've been top of the table all year, so I'm not exactly sure that you're going to have. It wouldn't be a Cinderella story if Seattle actually beat them, but it would be pretty big if they advance. But it's a knockout game, right? Yeah. So we are at those stages. Anything can go on.
And then we got LA Galaxy going up Vancouver, right?
That's correct.
And yeah, I think Galaxy will take that one.
So we'll have a LA derby coming up in the semifinals.
Potentially. But I don't know. I think I might root for Seattle. Just you root for the team that beats you. Even though I don't like the way we lost to them, I do think that they're a really well-rounded team, and I could see them beating them. So.
There you go, folks. He's moved from denial to acceptance, skipping all of the other steps in between. I'm proud of you, Kai. I'm proud of you.
It's a therapy session we have going on in here. So,
well, I could see it happening too.
Yeah.
And I honestly probably would not be horribly upset if it did. But I still think we're going to see LA versus LA. You've got New York versus New York this weekend coming up. What about the Atlanta?
Well, actually, the games are not this weekend. The next, so it's the 20. I think it's the 23rd and the 24th are Saturday, Sunday, which there will be 2 games each day. So
Okay, perfect.
they get some time off to really rest, and I know, right?
Wow, that strangely makes sense. You recover from the grind of the 3-game series and put your best team on the field when this comes. Nice. What a concepts. So what do you think? Atlanta?
I like Atlanta. I think their momentum. I think that'll carry them through. I hope so, at least.
Underdog. Here we go. Well, very good. Well, those guys are all still playing. Their fan bases are still having fun. They're all, hopeful still. However, we are in the depths of the off season now.
And another stab. another stab to us. Hector Herrera's leaving.
That's a big one. And he was their biggest signing pretty much ever. And what he actually brought to the team was pretty amazing, actually, over the last 3 seasons. And it just seems odd that it's like, okay, well, we'll let you walk. And I know that the incident in the playoff game had something to do with it. Maybe it didn't.
Could have. I think he may have acted that way just because he might have been upset with management. Something you don't know what goes on in the locker room, but it could have been something. But losing him hurts.
I think so.
I really hope he doesn't go. I hope he more just retires. I would just not want to see him in another jersey because he played such a pivotal role in our team.
He really did. He was the heart and soul of it,
Yeah.
And the heart, the soul, and the muscle. It was like when he came in, the whole team just kind of transformed.
When he came back, we saw just an instant
100%
change.
So I guess I'm maybe not confused by the fact that they're not keeping him on as a designated player, but it's like it seems like there's really no interest. Like it was day after the season, and well, Hector's gone. Who else? I mean,
we're losing Brad Smith.
Oh, Brad Smith, the fastest slow guy around, or the slowest fast guy, one or the other. That's he had some really good moments this season, though, man.
He had that. I think it was the game winner in our second or third episode, and very surprising.
Yeah, he was. It literally looked like he was not moving yet. He was
outpaced
everyone. He was the first one down.
Didn't make sense, but made sense.
Yeah. But he's at the tail end of his career as well. And a couple of others, Grey Goose, and quite a few players, a list of players that are not coming back that we know of, and then others who are under contract negotiation, including apparently all of our goalkeepers.
Yeah, Steve Clark and Andrew Tarbell. They're both negotiating their contracts, which I don't know. I know a lot of the fans were disappointed in Clark's performance in the penalty shootouts, which we both were as well, but I don't think he played a great season for us all around.
The thing.
So
if you look at it in isolation of the penalty shootout, then maybe he could have done better on one or two of those shots. However, the amount of shots he saved in open play this season was just
he was
astounding.
So
he was very, very good. So hopefully they bring him back.
Yeah.
Or if there's a better option out there.
I'm not too sure with goalkeepers. I'm not a big goalkeeper fanatic. I don't keep up with the goalkeeper trends.
Unless they're taking a penalty shot first.
Yeah. But, with the midfield, we could potentially get a player coming from Europe. We saw Marco Reus go to LA Galaxy, and, who knows? Maybe a European player is on the tail end of their career, wants to move down to Houston. And
that brings up the whole other subject of retirement league. Hasn't MLS tried to get past that?
I think so, but I don't know. I think Messi coming and a few other players, they're still performing at a high level, and so it's not retirement. Maybe it's just slower pace. You watch it. It's the players like Hector Herrera, for example. He's a tank. He wasn't very quick. I think in the La Liga, I don't know if he'd make it at this age because that's the fastest league I've ever watched. They just bang, bang, bang. They're passing and they're just running too. Everyone in that league just seems like they're
fast,
faster. Yeah. So I think it's just a different play style, but it would be nice to see a veteran come in and maybe hold down the captain spot for a little bit, and then who knows, maybe Bassi or Carrasquilla, one of them will take over. So
I'm not sure if they're going to try to, build from within, or if they have someone in mind. It seems like they almost have a target. They have to have a target in mind of who they're going after, but we shall see. We shall see. So we don't really have a lot more to talk about from the Dynamo perspective until some of these pieces start falling into play. We do have the rest of the MLS playoffs to focus on, and we will focus on them. Any other leagues catch your attention over the last week?
Only the Premier League, really. Manchester City, I think they have 4 consecutive losses. Not just in Premier League, in Champions League as well, but that's...
Yeah, I'm all for that. The mighty, I won't say they've fallen, but they are showing signs of vulnerability because they've, even in these losses, in all of these losses, they really haven't looked that good.
No.
It's not like it was a fluke or some other team just had the best performance ever. It's just they haven't looked like Manchester City.
Yeah, they really haven't looked like themselves. And, I mean, I don't know what they're going to do about it, but I'm kind of all for it. I think at the beginning of the season I said I was predicting them to win the league. But I think I also said I'd love for them not to.
Yeah, so just like we weren't expecting City to fall off, and they're still in second place.
Yeah.
Oh my God. But we weren't expecting them to have this type of decline, even for any stage of the season. Or were you expecting Liverpool to be this good after losing Jurgen Klopp? And
I was not expecting them to be that good. Also, whenever, I think early on, Salah said this is his last season with Liverpool, so I thought he was not happy or he was just ready for a change. And when you say you're done, it's like, or when a player says they're finished with the club, it's like, what are they playing for? Like do they really care about the badge, or are they just playing just to play? But I mean, I think he might be the best player in the league right now. So
he's pushing it.
He cares.
About it. But that league, it has caught my attention. I mean, obviously I follow it, but it's the top 6. It's pretty traditional. It's usually pretty traditional.
Yeah.
You can see both Manchester teams, Arsenal, Chelsea, Tottenham, and who am I missing there? The 6th team, Liverpool. But that are typically in that top 6. But it's fluctuated this year where you've had teams like Nottingham Forest and Brighton, and
Brighton was up there.
that are kind of in the mix, and Aston Villa as well. So if you look at it this year, it looks like it's the most wide open actually that it's really been ever, or that I can remember in a long time.
Yeah, I think so as well. I think the past 3 or 4 years it's just been a 2-team race, especially midway through the season or towards the end. But right now it's kind of anyone's game. I mean, Liverpool's really handling it.
They are.
They don't look like they can really be beaten at this time, but...
No, we coulda, woulda, shoulda. I beg to differ on that, but they're doing what they need to do.
Yeah.
And they're like it's not like they were where they're just free-flowing attack, go for it. They can play in all kinds of different styles now, and it's pretty impressive. It's pretty impressive. So with that, I mean, any predictions for this weekend in MLS? Radical switch back to our original topic.
I think I'll go
some predictions.
I think I'll go Atlanta over. I think Atlanta will win. I'll take the New York Red Bulls.
All right,
I'll take both LAs.
All right, so number 9 seed Atlanta is going to beat Orlando. Number 4 seed Orlando, upset. Then 7th seed Red Bull New York over NYFC. Upset. And let's see, in both LAs, so
they're the favorites, but
I am going to go with you on the LA teams on the western side of the bracket, and I think I will take NYFC, and I can't go against Atlanta.
Yeah.
All right, well, so there you have it.
Yeah, let us know what y'all think. Leave a comment. We know we have a Seattle fan, so let us know your score prediction on the game. And like and comment and subscribe and keep up to date with us. We'll be here next week.
Indeed. We thank you guys for showing up, and definitely connect with us on the socials. Let us know what you're thinking, and we will see you all next week.